Unfortunately, we are finally seeing the awful, terrible side effects of social media. And it's happened a lot sooner than we thought. And if you are sick and tired of social media and the bullshit that entails, and wants to level up with truth and like-minded people, then join my free community, the No Bullshit Society. The link's in the description and pinned comment below, where people are actually finding peace in the process too. Social media, in the next couple of years, will start having warnings, just like cigarette packets, just like alcohol does, even gambling. There are side effects to those vices, and by using social media on a personal level, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, etc., will affect you mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually in a very negative way. YouTube's a little bit different because there is value and entertainment there. And it's not as personal. Not everyone in your friendship or family group or community or local area is on YouTube. It's a bit more selective. And like I said, there's vast amount of education and value to be provided for free. Whereas the doom scrolling really is what's damaging people's psyches. But enough bullshit and chit chat. Let's talk about these side effects right here, right now, the harsh effects of social media that we're finally seeing. Firstly, it destroys attention spans. You can no longer focus on a book. You can no longer focus on any task or a conversation without itching for dopamine. Before, when we used to read books, there used to be insane value there. There used to be insane imagination behind it. You read a Harry Potter book, a Lord of the Rings book back in the day, and you were transported to that world. Now, with a click of a button, you can go onto social media and see all the clips from Harry Potter, etc. You wonder why people procrastinate more than ever before, hence why goals and simple tasks are not achieved, because again, social media is there to distract us. We go sit on the toilet where 9 times out of 10 people check their social media, and what was before a simple piss, a quick shit, is now 20, 30 minutes maximum, even longer, of doom scrolling. And conversations don't hit differently because people lack depth. They are too distracted. They are too itching and ogling, waiting to open their phones again to another DM, another like, another post, another photo, another scroll. With nothing to focus on, that's where it gets dangerous. That's where your health suffers. That's where your goals suffer. That's where your life suffers. Ironically, it's actually killed confidence. People who use social media like this start performing for validation instead of building self-worth through actual results. It is easier to even buy a fake Rolex and pose behind a stranger's Lamborghini and say you've made it in life, rather than to actually go out there and grind and make the money and the wealth necessary to even afford such luxury items. Anyone can be everything and anyone on social media. And here's the other detrimental, really dangerous, underrated point here. It's that you can be a completely different character in person and online. Online, you can be anything you want. You can actually have this persona, this so-called aura, and not say a word. Pose with your bum out, your breasts out, if you're a woman. Pose with the expensive items or in the expensive places as a man or whatever in the gym. It actually encourages more insecurity and kills natural confidence, the confidence to hold a conversation, to be bold and go for what you want in life, and to look someone square in the eye as well. It also rewires our brains for instant gratification. We crave fast results, a quick like, and a shortcut that doesn't exist in real life. If you take the last year, for example, celebrities and even people you know personally have lost a shitload of weight without entering a gym, without measuring their food, without discipline or sacrifice. They pop an Ozempic pill because it gives quick results, and even that has dangerous side effects that we haven't even touched on yet. But that's the instant gratification. When someone starts a business, they want to be a millionaire overnight. When someone starts a YouTube channel even, for example, or builds a community like I have, they want it all and they want it now. Slow and steady wins the race, but our brains are now rewired for wanting it all and wanting it now. That translates to sexual gratification as well, and even the gratification of connection with people. And as a former addict myself, who's beaten an addiction to gambling, smoking and coffee, and if you want to learn how to beat an addiction, join my free community, I'll show you the way. Social media has fueled comparison addiction. Everyone else's filtered highlight reel makes your normal life look like and feel like a complete, utter, bloody failure. Let's say you've worked really hard to lose weight, and then you see a heavily filtered person who may have even had plastic surgery look better than you. Let's say you built a business and then suddenly some insecure arsehole puts it on social media that they've made more money than you. It's never ending. It's a cycle that never ends. And when you run on that hamster wheel, you will not stop running. It will go and it will grow and it will grow and it will grow and it will grow and grow. And the next point is one of my most favorites because it's something I campaign a lot for. It's something I push for a lot, to stand up for yourself, to be assertive, to walk away from toxic people. But social media and the side effects here is it's bred narcissism. People start thinking attention equals value. Attention is the most rarest and most important commodity now. Take any young person, or even a person in their 40s, 50s. Through heavy social media consumption, they become more self-absorbed, their ego becomes inflated, and their depth and their ability to have awareness dies in the process. They become obsessed with themselves and they believe that everyone and anyone wants to know everything about them. We know that people are becoming more aggressively selfish than ever before and more toxic. And then once they get that massive ego or that massive level of narcissism, there is no way back. There is no competing on your side. There is no reasoning. And it can happen to you. It can happen to me. It can happen to anyone. It will breed narcissism, the very thing I swear to destroy and do not encourage in good people like you. It also normalizes fake personas. Authenticity dies when everyone's trying to look happy instead of just be okay. One of the biggest reasons I've had a huge amount of growth on YouTube this year and built my community and connected with people on a deeper level is by simply buying a camera, a microphone, some lights, some little lights in the background, and speaking to you like this. Authenticity sells for sure, but it dies, like I said, when you become a fake persona. And it's not even from the basis of trying to sell something. People fall into the category of delusion. And once you start believing one lie, then another, you lose yourself in the process. And as a result of that, these people don't know who they are anymore. And they wonder why they're depressed. They wonder why they're lost. They wonder why they're quite deluded. They wonder how this has all happened. And lastly, and most importantly of all, it feeds anxiety. The constant stimulation makes your nervous system live in fight or flight. This is great for the social media companies and the corporations because you keep coming back for more. But unless you've had anxiety, unless you've had PTSD, unless you've had to deal with very stressful, very difficult circumstances, it is absolutely crippling. You can hyperventilate, God forbid, cause yourself a heart attack, have a mental breakdown, and so much more. Why do we want to encourage that? When I gambled and was addicted without realizing it made me fight or flight because I was dealing with the roller coaster of it all, and it fed my anxiety. The most anxious I ever was as a gambler. How am I going to get my money back? When I'm gambling, am I going to lose it? It wasn't a high, it wasn't excitement, it was a roller coaster, it was hell. So social media actually has a physical effect on us, as well as all of those other things. And combine it all those reasons I've suggested, it is one of the most dangerous things you can do in your life. It is up there with smoking, up there with alcohol, drugs, and so on. And pretty soon, the governments will give out warnings and regulations to limit consumption, to limit the effects that it will have on your brain and on your psyche. And if you want to level up in truth and you're sick and tired of this bullshit, join my free community, which is nothing like social media. With like-minded people who engage, who offer value, who offer so much more in truth. It's called the No Bullshit Society, and it's free to join. The link's in the description and pinned comment down below. Now, I suggested those serious, dangerous side effects because I've experienced them. I've done my research and spoken to others, and they're terrible. But what are other side effects who people are finally awakening up to, finally realizing from social media? What are other things that you've noticed that will affect your psyche, affect your mental health, affect your physical health in the process as well? I want you to share it in the comments below, because some of you may be doubting this. Some of you might be on the fence. Some of you are waiting for that final push to detox. I've removed my personal social media. Hell, I even started a professional Instagram account and I deleted it because of the effects and the side effects it was happening. And the more we awaken, the more we finally see these side effects and spread the news and encourage it in others, the more lives we save, the more anxiety we kill in one another, and the more we get rooted back to nature, meaning, legacy, true connection, better relationships, friendships, and so much more.